Yeah, we didn't have one road mile on Nova before summer, and we spent the first 2 days killing plugs and trying to get it tuned. That was a poor experience, but yeah.
It's kind of part of the joy of it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it wasn't 115 degrees, right?
Yeah, it was pretty mild temperatures. So.
Yeah, it seemed nice up there for that.
It was amazing.
Tom does a good job at picking locations based off time of year.
Yeah, sometimes luck is either on your side or not on your side too. But yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we've had some rain in Florida for 6 weeks.
One time it was so cold I was shivering in Florida that first year.
Yeah, that one was a bad deal because my exhaust fell off in the rain, so I ended up getting wet, soaked.
And it was 42 degrees out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a tough deal. And then, thankfully, the exhaust was kind of like off under the car, so it was heating it up.
Yeah. That's nice. Fumes and, yeah.
It actually helped me not be as cold to have a little bit of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Burning toxic, foam and stuff on the carpet and all that.
The EPA really needs to step in and fix that. They can't let people like me just kill themselves.
You got to be able to predict that situation.
They can't let people like me with an SN95 just kill themselves somehow. I mean, that was a worse situation, though. The car lost all headlights and taillights.
Yeah, that was more dangerous, and you caused that one.
Yes, I caused that. Well, I mean, technically all of it was caused by me because I built the car.
Yeah.
But losing headlights and taillights on the darkest road in Florida is not a fun experience.
Yeah. Watching you have a power wire draped from the trunk outside the car to power your car was pretty freaking funny.
Well, that was the classic curse of a drag and drive where we were making good time, so we stopped and ate like a good dinner, and then you had a failure, so you were no longer making good time.
Yeah.
And not you had a failure, I had a failure.
It was a failure for me. It cost me about 6 hours of my life I never got back.
That is true, and red.
Yeah, and red, yeah.
It was a bad deal. Actually, the whole lot. Andy, everyone. So
yeah.
That was a rough drag and drive experience.
Yeah.
Do you have any more on your list for this year?
I want to do that street and eat up in the Carolinas.
Devon's deal,
because it's 8th Mile, and it seems like just a fun down-home type of deal.
Yeah, it's kind of like some backwoods North Carolina area, which seems kind of cool, too.
Yeah, I mean, if my wife's asking, no. But am I going to try and slide another one or two in? Yeah.
What do you mean? Having a 3-month-old isn't just easy to...
Being gone for 10 days with a 3-month-old was just a rough experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you thought about just moving really close to like a really good local racetrack?
I do live really close.
That's always the most helpful to be able to race more, from my experience.
Yeah. No, but that's good. But when you're traveling across the country to then drive across the country, it's a little taxing.
Yeah. That's the worst part of it, is actually getting there.
Yep.
That's why I pretty much will only ever do sick week in Florida, because you
get your fix.
Yeah. I don't need to drive across the country and then drive across the country and then drive back across the country.
Yeah. Yep.
Not enjoyable.
I do want to do the Route 66 one that Tom has. I always thought that'd be cool. But I don't want to do it in a race car. So I might have to figure that out. I might take the Blue Nova and the LSA Swap Nova and try it on that.
That would probably be a good one for that, because that's more of like a cruising route. I mean,
I guess they're racing, but I
just cruise along with it.
I don't think my wife wants to go.
No, she doesn't? I don't think my wife would have any desire to go on a
drive. In fact, I would encourage her not to.
It would be the time that all the failures happen.
Oh, yeah.
If she was there. It would be like peak failure.
And you have no help at that point. Just like, is it fixed yet?
Yeah, but even that, it would be the time a rod comes out the motor just because.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, and there's no real fixing that. You've obviously...
Yeah, I've had that happen.
The motor came out of the motor on your deal.
Yeah, it was many pieces.
The block came out of the side of the block.
The block came out of the side of the block. The sleeves were hanging off of it.
Yeah. And now it's the iron L82?
L8T.
L8T?
Yeah.
8T?
L8T, yeah. That'll probably be short-lived, though. It's just such a heavy engine.
Yeah.
But it is good. I mean, it's up. We literally went 200, I think, every day. Over 200 mile an hour. I went 207 the one day.
Well, you want to put an aluminum block back in it?
Yeah.
Do you think that would be strong enough?
Yeah, I don't. the motor I had didn't blow up because of strength. It
Like
blew
an
up because it
aluminum
ran out
Coyote?
of fuel. No. No, there's a couple aluminum aftermarket options for the LT. That L8T block weighs over 240 pounds without anything in it. So it's like almost like 150 pounds heavier than a stock aluminum block.
They just came out with that Dart Iron Block 2J,
Yeah.
and it's 50 pounds heavier than an Iron Block 2J. And I'm like, ugh.
I can't. It's hard to like.
It sounds so awesome because
Yeah.
it's so strong, but then you're like 50 extra pounds, and you're like,
I did so much lightweight stuff on the Nova, and it weighs exactly what it used to weigh because of that block and a few other things. So I'm like, we got to go backwards.
you have all glass in there too, right?
Yeah, except for the back windows, optic armor.
I mean, that would probably save a little bit.
Yeah, I just like a real car.
I know. I like glass too. I just switched to optic armor, and I kind of miss the
Yeah.
actual glass look because optic armor has this like, there's this waviness in it, and nothing against them. It's just
If you get the thick stuff, it's not so bad. But
it's just not glass.
Yeah.
But it's also not $300 that I break
every time.
every time I
Yeah.
take the motor out.
Yeah,
That kind of kills me a
that's
little
tough.
bit.
That's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, thank you for tuning in to the Bogetti Clips YouTube channel. For the full podcast, check us out on Bogetti Studios YouTube and all your audio platforms. Also, hit that subscribe button to not miss out on any of the new Bogetti clips coming up.